Hey everybody, this is Stratagem, and today we're gonna watch Remembrance episode 7, Her Shadow. It is still the same day as on episode 5, so yeah, I decided to watch a third episode, and this one is the longest episode so far. Overall, there is no longer episode yet. This one is over 55 minutes, so that's gonna be a nightmare. And yeah, as I said, I'm recording this right after episode 6 and right after episode 5, so I've been at it for a bit now. So this might not be the best idea I ever had, but when are my ideas ever good? The answer is never. So yeah, that's just how we roll here. Anyway, the usual does apply. Leave a like on the video and a comment and subscribe to the channel. Visit my Patreon, Twitter, DeviantArt, all that jazz. The video we're gonna watch is long, so let us not waste any more time. Here we go. Alright. An audio drama production inspired by Argoting. We're getting new credits every episode. And also new song, obviously. Oh, intro song. Rarity has a different VA. We're getting a 3D boing 3D intro like we had in the Nightmare Star. Yeah, that's the name we had. I think that's the name that is also used in the TCG, if I'm not mistaken. I think this was like, it's like Solar Flare Nightmare Star or something like that. Yeah, and the 3D animation, similar to the one we had in the last outro. I think it's the same one, just elongated. So, some flashbacks of the previous episodes. Episode 7, Her Shadow. 50 years until corruption. Wait a sec, what? So we are somewhat between things?
Ah, yes. The taffeta was an excellent choice.
Huh.
I think Rarity will be proud. What do you think?
So,
yes, the choice is exquisite.
Are you? So this is
Twilight,
for the actual happening.
Are you ready?
Oh, yes,
And the main
Princess.
6 is still
I'll be
around.
right there.
Honey, do you know where my crest is? I can't find it anywhere.
Flurry's
You're
still a
wearing
kid,
it,
so
honey.
this is...
Oh, right. Honey, do you know where the baby is?
She's right
Yeah.
here. Calm down, Shining.
Can
Everything
hardly
will be
miss her.
perfect.
I know, but this is the first time seeing my little sis put on such a huge event. I'm so proud of her.
But this is
I know you
during the show or shortly
Almost time
thereafter,
to go. Come on, Flurry.
timeline-wise. Yeah, it's a bit later. We have adult CMCs here. And it's good to look at Fly.
Thank you, every pony,
Boo.
for coming to the first ever celebration of harmony, where we celebrate the differences that make Equestria such a wonderful place to live in.
It's kind of like the
It's not just unicorns.
celebration of the
Sky and
two
Earth
sisters or
ponies that
whatever.
work together in harmony, and I myself would be lost without
Twilight
someone
making
in
up
my
new
life.
holidays.
That is why Princess Celestia, Princess Luna, and myself would like to honor and recognize the true beauty of our country. Thank you, and enjoy the Day of Harmony, every pony!
Okay, why is there
I knew you had
weird
it
smoke
in you,
monster?
Twilight. This turned out beautiful.
Thank you, Celestia, but I shouldn't take all the credit. I don't know what I'd do without them.
Jeez, the
Oh, don't be
timeline is
so modest,
jank.
darling. I only helped with the design concept.
These CMC are adults or somewhat adults,
It was alright, but
older,
I think it
and Flurry hasn't aged a day since she was born.
Say that about everything.
well, it's true. Though I franchise composition was the best part by far.
Yeah, you would think that.
Thank you, Discord.
Now, if you excuse me, I have a certain princess to meet. Toodles!
That speech was nice and all, but now it's time to party!
Piggy sounds different. Did she get a different VA? Huh. So this is like,
So,
was 50
how did
years
it
before
go?
corruption, so was this like 50 years
Stand to be there any longer.
bef-
All that happiness was
for
suffocating
now?
me.
They talk about equality and loving every pony in Equestria. Such hypocrites.
Will you shut up for a minute?
What? Are you still bitter about the fact that those ponies banished us? Because you were too careless with that young princess?
Told
Yeah,
you
you
to
done
shut
goofed.
up!
So we have multiple
It's not my fault those
shadow
ponies
entities
got
here.
in the way.
Nightmare entities, rather.
Look at them. No scent of despair to be found. Tragic, really.
Yeah, we can't even get close anymore. The circle of alicorns is too strong with love and friendship to corrupt anybody anymore.
And now they go and flaunt their lives while we are stuck in this slum. So much for equality.
All we need is a crack in their perfect exterior.
It's nice that you
Maybe
are.
we can spread our misery once again.
You have 4 nightmare creatures and we have
Saying that,
4
I've been
alicorns
waiting
plus
for
Flurry.
years, and nothing.
All I want to do is live in a place that
Spider.
doesn't have spiders crawling everywhere. Is that so hard to ask?
Yes, that would be nice, and maybe a decent meal. What do you want, Mariette?
All I want
We have
is
names.
for that naive and ignorant Princess Luna to bow before me after making me an embarrassment to my kind.
Maybe in your dreams.
Yeah, Marait, you're all talk. What have you done since then? Nothing.
You don't understand. I have to find the most vile way to hurt her, like she did to me.
Sure, whatever. Call me when you actually do something.
Well, you want to talk, I mean,
Not fair!
it's not like any of you
Why
is
do
doing
they have
anything.
to live in the lap of luxury while we rot at the bottom of the food chain?
I agree, but there's nothing we can do. They are just too strong.
We sit here and we rot.
Now no pony knows our names.
Used to play with fate.
Till they took the bait, turned morale into shame.
I still remember the dream
And
when
villain
we
song,
used to
yeah.
reign supreme.
We'd alternate.
And fabricate the facts behind the scenes.
A pony's spine can be so soft and fragile.
So easy to bend and unravel.
Now we claw and scream for the days of old. What happened to our rights?
They were taken, we were shaken.
Forsaken of this land with no light. They talk about equality. Oh, are you kidding me?
Their viewpoint isn't quite right.
Blinded from the sight.
How contrite. And now who is to blame? I think we all know their names.
Those princesses and their witnesses, if they could only feel our shame.
How they'd beg, how they'd plead, and oh, how they'd scream.
We'd make them kneel until they squeal and feel all our pain.
Even in this slum we will not tarnish. It's time to awaken the darkness.
Yes, we claw and scream for the days of old. We will regain our rights. They were taken, not shaken.
We're awakened, crushing the light.
They talk about equality, how fearsome we can be. Their viewpoint
We'll be right
Overnight.
when we unite.
All I want is for the moon to feel my anguish. Her pretty little complexion in defeat beneath my feet.
Part of me doesn't believe her language.
Shut up and come up with a plot.
While we sit here and rot till we'll forgot.
Let them rot.
thoughts scream for the days of old, we will regain our rights.
They were taken, not shaken, we're awakened, crushing the light.
They talk about equality, how fearsome we can be.
Their viewpoint will be right.
Overnight we will unite.
Like a butterfly, they will say goodbye.
Fly to our glory.
Begin our story
Here in our glory.
Well, we sung our villain song, and we still didn't actually do anything.
That butterfly. What if we created the crack?
I'm sorry?
What if we created the crack?
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's finally lost it?
Yeah.
Right, we can't even get close to the ponies, remember? Anything big will just send the princesses after us.
Ah, my dear Cosmar, you don't see. We don't need anything big. Just a pin drop, a flap of a butterfly's wing. You see, any pony can break given the right pressure. We just need to give them a little push. Find the linchpin that'll cause
what?
a typhoon.
The flap of a wing.
Yeah, what is
What
exactly
are
your
you
plan?
going on about?
It's called the butterfly effect, my dear Cosmar. And
Yeah, we all know
this
that movie.
is what we're gonna do.
I mean, it doesn't seem like you really need to do much. It seems like this is just how things worked out. The mortals die.
Wise if we moved our journey
The
to
alicorns are-
next week. There was just so much work
The
here
alicorns
for the two of us.
have the problems with that.
You may be right, Luna. Usually I would say we could finish this, but I don't think even the two of us can tackle this in 2 days.
Princess Celestia! Princess Luna! You must come quickly! It's urgent!
What is it?
It's Princess Cadence, Your Majesty.
Luna,
So,
we must leave at once.
so this is when Shining died, I assume. So they were... Yeah. So they were behind that. The nightmare creatures.
Thank you for coming, Your Majesties.
Of course. We came as soon as we heard.
It is a tragic day indeed. I don't think anyone expected this to happen. Shining Armor was so young.
May I see her?
I don't know if that would be very wise to do that, Your Majesties. She hasn't been taking any visitors.
You may go, sister. I'll stay here and look after Flurry.
Thank you, Luna.
Room service.
Cadence?
Out of all the ponies that showed up, it had to be you.
I'm sorry?
Please, leave me alone.
Cadence, I'm terribly sorry for what has happened.
Yesterday.
What?
Yesterday he kissed me goodbye. Said he was going to be home for dinner to help Flurry practice flying.
Not sure if he's qualified for that.
But then, when I answered the door, it wasn't him! My Shining! It was the worst news I've ever heard!
If you need some pony to talk to.
So, how did he die?
Some pony to talk to? Some pony to talk to? I don't need some pony to talk to me. I need him. I need my husband. But he's... And you know the worst thing? The worst thing is that I will never be with him. I will never see him again, even if I wanted to, because because you made me into something that cannot die.
Cadence.
Can you really not?
No! You made me into an alicorn princess, which means I can never be with my husband again.
But didn't
It's
she...
all your fault.
Didn't she...
If you hadn't come around, I would be able to join him one day, but now...
Didn't she keep Flurry close because she was worried about her?
Cadence.
Flurry's immortal in that case as well.
I can't just...
Get out!
And yeah, honestly, if that's how she feels, then maybe marrying wasn't the best idea.
Of course.
Well, marrying a model, that is.
Why is my mommy yelling? Every pony says I can't go see her. Why?
Your mom is, very busy right now. She'll be out soon.
I heard about Daddy. Is he really not coming back?
No, Flurry. I'm sorry. He's not coming back.
Why? I loved him so much. Why did he have to go?
I don't know, Flurry. I don't know.
Daddy. Daddy.
But yeah, if the nightmares were behind that, 30 years until corruption, then that was kind of pointless. I mean, that would have happened over time anyway.
Today, Twilight. I'm sure we will be able to hold on to our trade relations with Manhattan.
She's right.
Manhattan's part of,
I don't even know how you do it.
what the hell, Equestria.
Princess? Huh? Oh, it was nothing. I just used my famous flashcards.
Twilight?
Yes, Celestia.
You haven't said anything about what happened earlier today.
Who died?
Why would I have anything to say about it? I have nothing to say.
Twilight, you can't just have nothing to say. You buried your last friend from your time in Ponyville. I hardly believe that any pony would be okay.
You know what? I'm really tired from that speech. I think I'm gonna turn in early for the night.
What are we going to do, my sister?
I'll go talk to her.
Why? Why me? Why am I the one that must be unhappy?
Twilight?
Yes, Princess? What do you need?
I just wanted to check in on you.
Oh, well, thank you, but I'm perfectly fine.
Twilight,
yeah, you seem very fine.
Just live like this. Holding it all in is...
Well, what do you want me to say? That my friends are dead? Or that I feel like I'm constantly suffocating? Or that I'm utterly useless to Equestria now? Is that what you want to hear?
You are not useless. We will figure something out.
Oh yeah? Then explain this. I came back this afternoon, and another one has faded. If this keeps up, I won't be able to wield them anymore. What good is being left behind when you can't even make them proud?
So she was able to wield them?
Figure something out? That's not going to bring them back. Just face it. I'm the princess of friendship. Without my friends, I'm nothing. I need some time alone.
Kind of the same problem that Cadence has as well.
I chose books over friendship? It's 'cause books will never be taken away.
So Fluttershy was the last one.
What am I going to do?
But yeah,
I
this,
don't know how to help her.
you know, the villain's plan kind of sort of
Do you really think you can help her?
pointless. I mean, the Remain 5 seem to have died of natural causes, and, well, that would have happened anyway.
You didn't.
It's like,
What?
what you gonna do?
Who are you?
They are mortals, after all.
Tia, you know me so well.
So the immortals will just have to live with that. That they'll pass on, and whilst they remain.
I have never seen you before. Now, I command you to leave before I have to use force.
Oh, Tia, you crack me up. You're so scary. You are many things, Tia, but a liar isn't one of them. I was the one that stayed by your little sister's side when you abandoned her, rejected her.
Wait, you can't be.
And we have a winner. Yes, Tia, I am the nightmare.
Whatever you're looking for, you won't find it here.
What I'm looking for? Well, I suppose we shall see. I like you, Celestia. Let's get to know each other some more.
Never. I would never want to get to know something that terrorized my sister.
Well...
Terrorized? Listen to you. I almost feel sorry for my poor little Luna. You have no idea what you've done, do you? Either that, or you refuse to accept it. Which is even more terrible, might I say.
What are you talking about?
I told you I've been watching you. I know what you've done, and the destruction you've caused. I think we could be good for each other. We're both the same, after all.
You're lying.
No, I really wish I was. But I'm not the one that made it so that Cadence can't see her darling husband again. I also didn't make another pony live the long stretch of time without the one thing she holds close. You truly like tearing away the most precious objects that ponies hold dear. I admire that about you, Tia. And that's why I think I'll play with you some more. I need to make you realize just what you've done.
Welp.
Celestia, are you in there? Oh, and let's not tell little Luna about our new companionship. Unless you want to see the look of utter disappointment and rejection on her face, then by all means, go for it. Celestia, did you hear me? We have a meeting to go to.
Right. Sorry, Luna.
Yeah.
Be right there.
So, this started a lot earlier.
Great work today, Princess.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Are you done? I was so bored. I mean, blah, 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 budget, blah, blah.
What? I told you to leave.
Really, Celestia? We just talked about this. Do I really have to go over it again?
Stop following me. You will accomplish nothing.
I don't know about that.
Enough!
Boo. Now that wasn't very nice. Of course, I probably should have expected it. No matter. I forgive you. What?
Seems like it won't be so easy to
Nice try,
get rid of it.
But no cigar. You can't get rid of me because I am an extension of you. little thought you try to ignore at the back of your head. I'm the punishment for your crimes.
No.
Oh, yes. And I'm never going away.
I know you felt me there
Another villain song.
The lingering words you always tried to block out. Oh dear Tia, it is your fault. You don't deserve to be with them. Those words inside are just a stem. You should be honest from the start, that you really are not so innocent. I'll follow you forever.
You are just wasting your time.
I guess we shall see who is right. Celestia.
Year later, 2 years later.
You are really hard to please. You see the way
That's the longest song ever.
it shows you that she doesn't care.
It's been 3 years, please leave me be.
You must atone for your sins. Oh, what's with that look? Do you really think that I'm out of line? Just look at what you've caused. It's time to stop this game and open up your closed eyes. Celestia.
Your lies won't sway me. You won't take the ones I love. No matter what you say, I won't let you in.
Oh, Tia, poor Tia, you don't realize by lying to your sister, you have already let me in, and I will never go away until you decide. Your persistence is quite annoying.
5 years.
I haven't seen any pony last this long. Maybe you need motivation. I could visit my friend the moon.
Don't you dare!
Then do what I ask. What's with that look? Are you finally understanding me? You can't get away from me. All you have to do is say it, accepting all that little Luna go. Just don't lie.
So, what'll it be, Celestia? There's only one thing you have to do.
No.
You're losing my patience.
Well, if she doesn't give in, you can't really do much. 10 years, 12, 14, 15, 20.
Maybe what it says is right.
That's an insanely long song.
Forget all the destruction I've made. I'll shut my mouth and comply. Maybe there's truth to its lies.
It's time to pull the lich pin.
I won't sever ties, but I can't escape their
Hey,
eyes. I'm sorry
sunset.
for existing. Please just stop the sting.
Take my hoof and tell me those two little words. Then all of this will end. So just let me in. Come on, what's your problem? Quit your crying and give in. Surely you cannot think you can last this long. I'll take your soul and body so you'll never feel again. And if you don't take this chance, you're gonna regret it. I'm sick of all these games. Just give in and let me in. Won't you tell me that you'll stay? Because they're just in the way.
No? Well then, so be it, Celestia.
Well, that was a pretty long song. both in and out of universe.
Princess Celestia, there's a letter for you.
Who is it?
It's Cadence. She agreed to visit.
That's wonderful.
So that's in the beginning of the
Seems
series.
like a step in the right direction.
I suppose. I'm going to go tell Twilight about the news.
While shortly before the beginning of the series.
Oh, good morning, Celestia.
Good morning, Twilight. Did you have a restful night?
Of course. I'm all rested up for monsters and debates.
I'm glad. I came here because I wanted to tell you that Cadence is coming to visit tomorrow, and we should prepare for her arrival.
Really?
Yeah, episode 1.
I mean, very good. I will start the preparations.
You know, Twilight, you shouldn't hold everything in. You need to face that.
You know, I wonder what's for breakfast. I hope it's pancakes.
Well, with the knowledge of now this scene appears in his slightly different light, yeah?
I would too if I was the one whose life was ruined.
Go away.
We've been over this 100 times, Tia. I can't leave.
Good morning, my sister. What is the matter?
Yeah, Tia, what is the matter?
It's nothing, Luna. It's just... I'm worried about her.
I am too, sister. But this is a normal process of grieving.
For 30 years?
Yeah.
Seems a bit much.
Yes, but it's been 30 years. It's time for her to move on.
No one's moving on here.
Remember when I was trapped on the moon for 1,000 winters? Did you forget about me and move on then?
Actually, yes, she did.
Of course not. How could I forget you, my dear sister?
Of course I know. It's okay. But my point is that Twilight is experiencing the pain inside her at this very moment. Soon it will disappear like her memories of them. It just takes time.
I do hope you're right, Luna.
Are you really going to ignore me?
Well,
bad decision, Tia.
Yeah, we know that the whole ignoring thing didn't work out. Didn't work out so well.
Celestia! Luna! Equestria is under attack!
Now, tell us what happened.
Hey Celestia, you will never guess what happened.
And then this black mist showed up. It went into the trees and turned them black, and then these shadows appeared, and they looked like my friends, except different. They had wide eyes and sharp teeth. I grabbed the elements and escaped before they destroyed them, but I don't know what to do.
Why are you so upset, Celestia?
Do not hurt Twilight Sparkle.
So scary. You are ignoring me, and we can't have that.
I'm serious. She has gone through enough suffering.
You mean suffering caused by you?
It doesn't matter. Just stay away from her.
I could do what you said.
Really, how much
But
can
what would be the fun in that?
how much can they actually do without possessing some pony? That would be interesting to know. I mean, it might be responsible for Shining's death, but no pony knows that.
Thank you for coming all this way, you two. It's always wonderful seeing familiar faces.
Likewise. I assume our room is through here.
Of course. Follow me.
Dorito Queen, stained glass window.
Oh, this rejection, Tia. What are you going to do?
I'm going to fix it.
Fix it?
Yeah, that didn't
How are you going
go
to do that?
too well.
Bring her husband back from the dead? Unfortunately, not even you can do that.
I'll find a way.
We shall see.
Yeah, raise the dead, that's always a good idea.
What's with the long face, Celestia? Are you worried about Cadence?
Yes. I'm not sure if this visit will help her in any way.
It's a tricky situation you have put yourself in, but it's not like I get involved in these things.
Well, thanks for nothing, Discord.
It's always such an honor to meet with you, Your Majesty.
It's blank check.
Thank you for attending on such a late notice.
Not at all. I wouldn't miss one of your famous Candlelight parties.
Well, thank you.
Now I better get back to my pie stand. Those pies aren't going to sell themselves.
Rightly so. Good luck.
And after all these years, he still doesn't have his cutie mark. It's almost as bad as Flurry. Well, even worse, he should be older than Flurry.
I agree, Flurry. You both look beautiful.
Thanks, Celestia.
A few guests wanted to make your acquaintance. Would you mind meeting with them, Flurry?
Oh, okay. I'll be right over.
Thank you for coming all this way.
Oh, here we go again. You seriously think talking to her is going to change anything? But hey, don't listen to me.
Yeah, we're trying not to listen to you.
Ignore the hundreds of letters from you and Luna.
You really are going to try it?
I'm sorry. If it wasn't for me, you would be...
Don't you have some pony to greet or something?
Yeah, Cadence, you're not helping the situation.
I would say something here, but I think leaving you alone would be more painful.
Nightmare, show yourself!
Oh, so touchy. But I'm happy. You finally said my name.
Well, that's not your
This
name.
lasted long enough. I want you to leave. I beg you.
Oh, did I just hear begging? From the great Princess Celestia?
I know what I've done was terrible, but I don't need you to remind me of it every second.
Oh, are you finally admitting what I've been saying?
No.
I thought we said lying doesn't fit your character, sweetheart.
Enough! I'm done being your plaything, Nightmare. I will not answer you anymore. So just leave.
You can't reject me.
Well,
fine.
Indeed, apparently she
If you
can't.
don't want to behave, then I will show you just what happens when you defy me. Oh, and before I go, remember this. You caused what I'm about to do.
And then she goes to visit Cadence.
Are you okay, Princess?
Yes, Galaxy. I'm sorry. I'm just overwhelmed by this party.
I completely understand.
What is that OC in the background? The one with the two horns.
Oh, but a good headache.
Luna, are you okay? We heard a loud crash and...
No, she
The nightmare!
visiting Luna first.
This was your fault.
You know, Celestia, it would have probably helped if you told Luna what the fuck's going on.
Calm down, Luna. Everything is all right now.
Everything is not all right. I saw myself, Tia. I saw myself as that terrible creature.
But it's gone now.
For how long, though? It's already found me.
Twilight will return soon, and then everything will be okay.
Will it?
When it spoke to me, it sounded so certain, saying things like the seed has been planted. What does that even mean?
Yeah, we know now.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Somebody must have accepted it in. That is the only explanation. The nightmare doesn't have power unless it feeds off of another.
Interesting tail designs here.
I saw it. Its aura was unmistakable. We have to find the source and eliminate it.
Eliminate?
Interesting that she doesn't notice that
Yes.
Celestia's possessed.
That is the safest option. If Twilight doesn't return back in time, I will personally end this myself. Have you seen anything strange around the castle? Like some pony talking to themselves or anything? Please,
no.
Celestia, I need you to think.
No. I haven't seen anything.
Well, keep your eye out. That ugly creature could reveal itself at any moment. We have to be ready to strike. Now do you see? She will never accept you when she realizes you're tainted. Like me.
Yeah, I mean, we know we can get rid of them with the elements.
Oh, what's wrong, Celestia? Nightmare got your tongue.
Celestia? Is Luna okay?
Yes. She's alright. She just needs some time alone right now.
No thanks to you.
I'm sorry we had to cancel the party so soon.
It's alright. That's not really what I'm worried about anyways. Celestia? What is the nightmare?
Go on, Celestia. Tell her just how close we are.
Yeah, you see this little shit besides me? That's a nightmare.
I can show her myself. I do sense some terrible grief in that girl.
Flurry,
You're probably whispering about my cutie mark.
Does it bother you?
That's a stupid question. Of course it bothers her.
That I don't have one? Not really. I guess I've just kind of accepted that it'll never happen.
What are you saying? Of course it will happen.
Oh, come on, Celestia. I'm a fully grown mare who still doesn't have her cutie mark.
Yeah, and you're
I don't know of any
probably
other mares like that in Equestria.
over 50 years old at this point.
I just don't have a special talent.
Or over 100.
Such a tragic child. She's accepted that she'll never be special. I wonder whose fault that is.
I know. I don't know how to help her.
You can't. The damage has already been done. Now you just have to watch it. Just another pony who was ruined by your choices. I'm getting sick of these games, Tia.
A little cocktail there.
Why won't you admit what you feel inside?
Because I want to fix them.
Fix? I already told you that it's useless.
Can we fix it?
You can't
No.
fix
It's
what
fucked.
has been permanently broken. Just give.
Just get some duct tape
No.
and MacGyver
There
it back
has
together.
to be another way.
I swear you are one of the most stubborn ponies I have ever met. Fine. If you can't come to the realization yourself, then I'll just have to give you some more motivation.
Motivation?
Now she's gonna visit
I'm
Cadence.
not a very patient being, Tia, regardless of popular opinion.
You've been with her for over a decade.
For being so indecisive.
What are you going
You
to
are
do to me?
overly patient.
You? Nothing. Plus, that wouldn't hurt nearly as much. I don't know why you keep doing this to your friends. If only they knew.
Knew what?
How about this? I'm feeling a bit generous today. Why not see for yourself?
What you doing?
Cadence.
Yeah.
You are only here to observe.
What?
Pull yourself together, Cadence. Crying is for the weak.
Oh, Cadence, what has happened to you?
So wait, that's...
It can't be.
My Cadence, I've missed you so much.
Is that another nightmare?
I know
Or is
I'm
it the
doing
same one?
This isn't possible. You...
No, Cadence! Get away from it! Cadence, stop! He's not shining! She can't hear me. How do I stop this?
There's a world I know.
Cadence! No! Please listen to me! I know you can hear me. Just please get away from him! He's not shining! No! Please! That's not...
Well... Yeah. Interesting to see this from a somewhat different perspective here.
It's my fault.
With Celestia's thoughts there. Kinda makes more sense that she finally caved in then.
First things first, it's time to say
New
what's
song.
been inside my head. My friends were my end, not something you can mend. Oh, not something you can mend. Oh. Second things second, after your mistake that caused her to flee, you were lonely, so you decided to drag me. Oh, you dragged me down. Oh.
Sunset?
I was broken, kept me in that cage. All I ever did was study, be a buddy, but I ended up being an understudy. Tried to live up to your expectations, but I wasn't enough for your foundations. I was only following your lead. Hey! You turned me down and I became your captive. Never acting.
What is this fucking song called? I know this one.
Hey! Like a slave until the chains were active. That's your
I've heard that one before.
Hey, with your lies that you say, I guess there wasn't a better way. You teared me down and I became your captive. Your captive. Third things third, I wish
I think it's called Believer or something like that. Relatively new pop song thing. Heard that one before.
Watched my mom call out to the air expecting some pointed care. She forced me to grow up, I'll never be normal. Quarrel after quarrel, I'm always gonna be a freak with no cutie mark to speak. Screaming, trapped inside my own walls with no pony to call. You tear me down and I became your captive. Never acted. Hey! Like a slave until the chains were active. That's your tactic. Hey, we only became your prey. Guess there wasn't a better way. You tear me down and I became your captive. Your captive.
Last things last is what made me lose my trust in you. You
Nightmare.
banished me even when I cried out. You flew, oh, you flew, who knew, oh. And you never did anything, clawing and panicking. The darkness, you're heartless, no harmless. I was abandoned, rebranded.
Hey, you tear me down and I became your captive. Never acted.
Sunset feels kinda out of place here.
Hey, like a slave until the chains were active. attractive. That's your tactic. Hey, are you proud of what you do? Yay, I guess there wasn't a better way. You tear me down and I became your captive. Your captive.
My sister!
Ah, that's when.
Are you alright?
The scene when she woke up.
Yes, Luna.
Last episode.
This nightmare talk has just gotten to me.
So we know why she woke up. It's not because of Luna's
Luna,
heft on her.
What is it?
The nightmare. It's close to taking its host. Get Cadence and go to the planning room. I have an idea to identify them.
Luna, wait. I have something to tell you.
We don't have time, sister. Just get Cadence.
Yeah.
Ooh, so demanding. I'm starting to miss her.
She didn't even listen to me.
Obviously. She doesn't have time for your petty problems. It would surely become a nuisance.
Am I really unwanted?
But of course.
Ah, that's when
She
she's
didn't want to listen to your
falling
sorry excuses.
for it.
Instead, she has to find the monster who was talking to this nightmare. Oh wait, that's you.
Thanks for that snark.
You did destroyed Equestria. You and your choices have only caused suffering for the ones around you.
If I hadn't made my choices, what would have happened?
Can't you see? You must have realized that even without me, things would be the same.
Not likely.
Unicorns, no corruption. But now they must live with the mistakes you've made.
Well, that's not a real stained glass window.
But I do know one thing. It's a good thing you didn't go with them. Do you really think they want to see you?
And reprise. And we're back to where we started, or rather where we ended the last episode. Now knowing things from, well, the Nightmares and Celestia's perspective. 5 months after corruption. Well, time goes by when you're having the end of the world or whatever. You're finally back in the present?
No, please, no! I haven't restored all the elements yet! No, don't send me back! No! No! This is wrong.
She's still in the past. Oh! Well, no, she's back in the present. The story is told now, it's time to unfold. In a world where the sun is the only thing to behold. Well, that was a long one. And hey, I knew a song, even though it was some stupid pop song. Well, let's play this out. Let's have this play out. The outro here. Original song, Conform to Crystal, okay. Believer, Imagine Dragons, okay, I've heard that somewhere. Beauty Serenade, okay, Scribbler. Hi Pony, Blank Check, yeah, Blank Check as himself. Pinky and Fluttershy, also different VA. And I guess it's something that just happens when the project goes on for so long. More patrons? Patreons? Patrons? Whatever. Yeah, more than last time. Patience and dedication. Maybe this one came out later than they intended to. Alright. So, that was the longest episode. And yeah, we learned a lot of new things, while simultaneously nothing new happened. Fascinating. Yeah, kind of a look back at the previous episodes and at some things that we haven't seen before. Things that happened between the show and this series. Yeah, but this time from the perspective of the nightmare and Celestia who was getting possessed by one of them. Once again, sorry, I feel like I didn't say all that much here. I was trying to take in the storyline and all that. Which, yeah, it's an interesting storyline. And seeing these old scenes again, with the knowledge that we have now, that it is Celestia who's the one who became corrupted, and has been becoming corrupted even before the series started, that really puts a different spin on things. Yeah, some things she said is like, when she said in the first episode that she was just worried about Twilight being moping around, but it actually wasn't just that. It's also the things the nightmare whispered to her. Yeah, that's always an interesting thing. I kind of like that if you rewatch something with knowledge that you only had afterwards and things appear in a different light, it's always something interesting. It's like in that movie Sixth Sense, when you rewatch that, knowing the plot twist at the end, it really puts a different spin on a lot of the smaller details that happened during the movie. Kind of the same thing here. That's kind of cool. Except this time they made it a bit easier by just having us see these scenes again in its own episode here. Again, production value got up here, some VAs changed. I guess that's just natural turnover if you work on a project for that long. And some people will just drop out, I don't know. I mean, it happened in Trixie Sparkle as well, so I guess that's just how it goes. Yeah, we had a cameo of Blank Check here, or Blank Slate. That was interesting. But yeah, I mean, he's a pretty well-known reactor, so not that surprising to see him here. I think he did react to this show as well, this series, so I guess that makes sense. Yeah, what else do we have to say here? I don't know, this one was really long, but since it mostly showed things that we've already seen, I don't feel like I have to add all that much more to this. Also, I really feel I'm getting tired, and my everything hurts from sitting in this chair for so long. I hope there isn't too much chair creaking here. That's gonna be a pain to edit out. Yeah. Holy hell, I am rambling. Yeah, definitely gonna call it quits here. Not gonna watch the remaining 2 episodes just now, because it's gonna be another 2 hours almost, and yeah, nah. Did enough for today. Still have to edit and render every single episode except for episode 1, because I'm an idiot. So yeah, that's gonna take a while. Anyways, none of your concern, because when you're hearing this, all this will have already happened. Yeah. So that's just gonna end it here. If you're stuck all the way through this, thank you very much for watching. And as always, I have been Stratagem. And yeah. I just realized that I screwed up the outro. What am I doing? Keep this note to self, keep this one in, it's a train wreck. Great. So as always, fuck. So as always, I have been proper outro. As always, I have been Stratagem. Thanks for watching, and see ya next time.